What's good? It's your boy Big Mutt, and today I'm about to give you guys 7 tips on how to travel.
The lick and we all shirt. Play with sticks like very odd parents. Carry that man like a Paul Burr. Shooters with me and they all curtains.
Alright, first up, before you even think about traveling, leaving the country, going to any of these other countries, you have to make sure you have your shots. So it's a website that's called cdc.gov. Gives you all the information on what foods to eat while you're overseas and how to take care of yourself and make sure that you're healthy. Make sure you got all the proper shots before you actually thinking about going to the country that you pick to go to. It has a list of all the countries that you can go to. So you just basically go on there, type in the country you're going to, and then they give you the list of the shots that you need to take before you decide to go. Second is cheap flights. See, me, I live in St. Louis, Missouri, so I have to, flying out of St. Louis is very, very, very expensive. Very expensive. So me personally, I ride the Amtrak all the way up to Chicago and fly from Chicago. That's how I get very cheap flights. So the apps that I use to fly overseas from Chicago are Skyscanner, and sometimes I use Expedia. I use Expedia majority of the time because Expedia I get points. So the more flights I get, the more points I get. So and it really helps. It really helps with the points. It makes the flights way more cheaper. And also when I'm overseas, I always fly one way. So remember that, flying one way. Once you're overseas, you can fly one way for way cheaper than going round trip. So basically, when I was just in Bali, and I could have went to Singapore for like $95. I could have flew one way to Singapore for $95 and then flew somewhere else for cheaper than that. But once you get to that country, at the border gates, they always want to know, do you have a round trip or is you flying somewhere else? So make sure you book another flight to wherever else you want to go before you get to that country, because they get very suspicious about that. When I was in London, oh my God, London they very strict. So you definitely make sure you got something planned to leave before you get to London, because they are very strict, like very strict. They would send you right back home. Third is always be on time for your flights. Be at the, I would say be at the airport 2 hours early before your flight. Trust me, because I've been almost late for all my flights sometimes. Like when I was in Hong Kong, man, I'm talking about, I was rushing to the airport so fast, and I wasn't even late for real, but I was like rushing. Like always be 2 hours early, please. Always be 2 hours early. Fourth, activities. Somebody asked me how do I find activities when I overseas? Like how do I find to do activities and things overseas? Honestly, I use Expedia. You know, you go on the Expedia app, you click on activities, and once you click on activities, you type in your city, well, what you see, St. Louis right now, and you see how it has the activities listed already. So you just click on the activity, you purchase it, and the customer service will contact you. You know, make sure that they are able to pick you up. Sometimes people are able to pick you up. And also I use Airbnb. Now I use Airbnb a whole lot when I'm overseas for activities, because it's very, very cheap, like $27. I think the holy water bathing holy water in Bali was like $27. So you know, I use Airbnb a lot, because Airbnb, when it comes to activities, Airbnb is very, very, very cheap. Like very cheap. Very, very cheap. Next, we have booking hotels. So when it comes to booking hotels, I don't really book hotels no more. They're kind of overrated, but it is this app I have that's called Hotel Tonight. It's new, so when it comes to overseas, it will not probably appear for any hotel overseas because it's very new. But when it comes to like staying in a hotel in America anywhere, it's very useful because when I flew to Baltimore, I was looking for a hotel, and Hotel Tonight has very, very cheap hotels under $150 a night. Real nice hotels, so keep that in mind. But majority of the time I use Airbnb. I use Airbnb for mainly everything now, so use Airbnb, cheap hotels. You know, Bali is $50 a night. You already know what time it is. $50 a night for a hotel, so use that if you're looking to be cheap when it comes to hotel. Being safe overseas. I don't think I could really say how to be safe overseas, but people overseas always tell me to put your wallet in your front pocket and not your back pocket, because there's a lot of people that snatch wallets overseas. So just keep that in mind. I don't know anything else about, you know, how to stay protected overseas and how to keep yourself safe, but I do know just keep your wallet in your front pocket, not your back pocket, because they pickpocketing it out there. This is app also for the last one. It's this app that's called TripScott, and on this app you can basically put in the city or country that you are in, and it gives you, like, you know, when your phone lose connection, you have good connection in certain areas, and you'll always have like a map, an offline map. So if you're looking for an app to have your own offline map on your phone, download it on your phone so you know where to go where your phone is not working real good, TripScott is a very good app. That is a very good app to download. So make sure you download that. That is the end of my video. Please like, please comment, and please share.
The lick, and we all sure. Play with sticks like very odd parents. Carry that man like a Paul Burr. Shooters with me and they all curtains. Dirty pistol, dirty swisher, dirty liquor. Bro, might throw a couple pills up in the pit.